Oh, well, we are back in the kitchen and we promised you recipe after recipe after recipe. Now, when it comes to Woolies, you can baste it, you can marinate it, you can rub it, and you can smoke it, because Woolies makes it so easy for you to turn on an ordinary steak braai into a taste revolution this Heritage Day. And here to cook up his favorite Heritage Day steak recipe is the one and only Chef Clem. And of course, to get ready for Boerewors spice sirloin on a creamy peppered mushroom samp. That is what's on the menu this morning.
Yeah, sorry, I'm a bit speechless. Ivan Chaka Chaka is in the studio.
I know.
I forgot everything I'm supposed to say. Like, literally, what are we doing? What are we making?
We are making a steak with some mushroom samp.
Okay, I've got it again.
You got it.
Right,
Now,
so
first, can we talk about this contraption next to me? What is this?
if you want to overcome load shedding, that's how you do it. That's our charcoal tabletop braai from Woolies, and it's absolutely amazing. I started outside, bring it inside. We do like little, like almost like a braai fondue vibe with everything on sticks. We do burgers on there. We do everything on there. This is how we're conquering load shedding this year.
This is so fun, especially for someone that lives in an apartment.
Absolutely.
And you can't braai on the balcony.
Now you can. Okay, so we're going to use our tabletop braai. Zoe, you are braai master for this.
I'm braai master today.
Okay, it's 100% you. I'm not going to tell you how to do it. You're just going to do it.
Okay.
Okay, no, actually, I'm going to tell you.
Give me some instruction.
So, when, just before we started the segment, Raul came to me and was like, are you wrapping the steak at Boerewors? Because that sounds amazing. We'll do that for you, Raul. We will try that for you. But actually, essentially what we're doing is we're taking the same spices you would use and put it inside a Boerewors. Except we're going to make that as a rub for our steak.
Oh.
Okay, so we've got our beautiful 35-day aged sirloin. This is so beautiful. You can even see a bit of that intramuscular fat, and you want that. That's what all the juice is.
Biology teachers will use when they dissect the animals too. Is that too scary? Let's focus on the yummy meat.
Let's focus on that. All right, okay, so what I've done is I took a serrated knife and I just scored some of the fat on the side. That's going to help the fat come out, and the steak's actually going to cook in a bit of its own fat.
Oh,
so,
fantastic.
For our Boerewors spice mix, I'm going to go with, let's go with a coriander first, okay?
Yes.
Can you crush that for me? There you go.
Now, is this best to like mush, 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 or roll, roll, roll?
Find your technique. You're going to find out what works best for you.
Oh, so there's no right or wrong way of doing it?
No, there's no
like
right or wrong.
A little bit of everything works.
Exactly. So while you're doing that, I'm going to go in with some peppercorns. That's going to go in. And you're going to want to start with your largest, more whole elements first before adding the powders, the ground spices. You're looking good. You can decide if you want to... If you want to keep it chunky, you don't have to like do it too fine.
Okay, we like chunky.
We're going for chunky.
We're going for rustic and chunky.
Allspice. Is this okay? Allspice, nutmeg.
I feel like you forgot that spice's
Yeah.
name.
What is this again? Allspice, nutmeg. What does that smell like? What?
Cumin.
No, it's not. It is.
Cloves.
Hey!
Those are cloves.
It's clove. Zoe Brown for the win. I'm out. I told you, my brain's like, I'm done. I'm done. Go. Tell the people. Tell the people what to do next.
No. Come back.
Okay,
Come back.
I'm back. Okay. So once you got that together, a little bit of garlic powder.
Oof.
That's gonna add a lot of nice flavor to it. And you can now add a little bit of oil to your steaks. That's gonna act as a glue. And you can actually use a tongs just on the board. Just kind of like work it around on the board. Like I said, the oil's gonna act as a glue to help that all the spices stick to it. So I've got some that's done for you. Do you want to use yours or do you want to use one that's done?
I want to use mine.
You can do like a nice little sprinkle, get that on there.
Okay, so we need
If you can do this like an hour before you actually get it onto the braai, it'd be really great. Also, very, 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 very
How
important.
much sprinkle?
Also, up to you. Up to you. When you cook steaks at home, on the grill, in the pan, on the griddle pan, outside on the braai, take your steaks out for like an hour to 2 hours before you actually put it on the braai. Okay. You want it to be as close to room temperature as possible. I leave my steaks out for like 4 hours, even longer.
Oh, wow.
Overnight is not good, okay? Just for a few hours. Get that seasoning on there, and then what I'm gonna ask you to do is...
Yes.
The one you can put down like normal, and then the other one, I'm gonna ask you if you can just hold it fat side down only. Can I sprinkle?
Fat side down, go. Sprinkle, sprinkle. We love sprinkles. So the one I'm going to put down, which one should I put that one fat down side first?
Yeah, that one goes down just as is. And the reason I want you to do that is because I want you to
on
see
the
the difference.
side anyway.
Anyway. Okay. I want you to just hold the fat there for a little bit while I'm doing the samp and mushrooms, just to show you the difference, what it actually looks like. In here I've got some mushrooms, and you want to get them like properly brown. You want to cook your mushrooms as if you would cook a steak. You want to get like serious color on them. These have been sliced, but I actually prefer doing mushrooms like this, just breaking them.
Okay.
Instead of slicing them.
And it goes well with the rustic spices.
It does, really. Okay, so rosemary goes in. Only once it's brown, there's no salt in there, no salt. You want to cook your mushrooms without salt. You don't want to draw any of that moisture out. Garlic goes in also only once the mushrooms are brown because garlic cooks really quickly. Once that goes in, Pumla, this one's for you. I'm using canned samp and beans for this.
And it's just convenient. We are here for convenience.
It is, absolutely. So break that up, get that in your pan. As soon as you break it up, you can hit it with some salt. A little more salt. I know it's gonna need some salt. Give it a mix. Can you smell it already? It smells so good.
It's smelling really good. Now, Chef Clem, how long should I leave it?
Let's check
It's something we shouldn't be messing with, right?
Okay.
I like my steak rare.
Yeah, don't mess with it. And once it goes down onto the heat, leave it for a bit. Let it get that nice crust on there. And you can kind of see it when the fat really starts to render out. You'll know it'll be good to start turning over. Let's have a look at what your fat cap looks like on this one that's standing up. Is it happening? Not yet.
Hold on. Yes, it is happening.
Let's see.
Look at
So you
that.
can see how the fat's starting to pull a bit, and it looks like a little clearer. And you want that up, and you want that fat to come out. So you can pop that back down again.
I'll pop that back down.
And you say you like your steak like rare?
I love it rare.
Okay,
But so I'm very fussy. So if I go to a steakhouse, I'll ask for it rare. But if I go to someone's house, I'll ask for medium rare because I just feel like some people won't execute the rare.
I get you. Especially if you are having a steak rare, it's very important for you to really take your steak out before you cook it. If you don't, you're going to end up with a steak that's really cold in the middle.
And that's not what you want.
You don't want that. It's horrible to chew on that. The flavor's not there at all. So really, you're going to want to take it out well before 2 hours before you go to the braai.
So, of course, Heritage Day is this coming Saturday. People will be braaiing. Talk to me about specials and deals. Oh, it fell over.
Okay, so Woolies, we know the Woolies steaks are absolutely, that's where you go. We got the rump, we got the sirloin, and like I said, it's matured for 35 days. During that time, the flavor intensifies in the steak. It's when you have to be having mature steaks. So Woolies, of course, it's right here.
Yes.
Okay.
So talk me through it.
Yeah, we've done the work for you at Woolies. We even show you how to display. So we've got where we at $1.99 per kg of the thick cut rump or sirloin steak. So this recipe you can use the sirloin or the rump. I prefer using the sirloin because I like the extra bit of fat cap that's on there. But either or, it'll work beautifully. And I mean, the fact that we even showed you how to style your platter for you.
Look at that.
We've done it for you. We've done it for you.
How cute.
So, okay, and obviously there's a whole lot of other selection when it comes to braai. We have everything you need for the braai, from the charcoal to the lighter to the tabletop braai to the meat
I'm
to the sides.
sold on this tabletop braai because, I mean, you don't feel any heat.
No, you can actually pick it up, which I love about it.
It's completely cold.
And it works with charcoal. All the heat's inside there, and especially like not having to refill it with gas. Just add a few lumps of charcoal every few minutes, or every 20 minutes to half an hour, and you're cooking for hours. For hours.
This sounds like so much fun. Okay, is this steak ready to be turned over?
Yes, go for it.
This is
You're
why
the braai master.
I can't be a braai master because I'm too impatient. I'll be serving undercooked food. Okay.
Okay.
Leave that.
Leave that for a little longer. It'll take about another 5 minutes, and then you're done. The sauce is looking beautiful. Want it to reduce slightly. You end up with this. Pour that over your steak. We're going to do it. We're going to do it.
So while
Pour it over your
Chef
steak.
Clem's doing that, of course, everything we've just shown you, we got from Woolies. And if you want more on the samp and mushroom, is that a risotto? No.
You know what? You just made it a thing.
You just
It's a
made it a
risotto.
risotto, but if you want to get your hands on this recipe, it's available at woolworths.co.za. Chef Clem, you are amazing, but I believe you're not going anywhere.
Nope.
He'll be back.